Okay. Welcome everybody. This is Mike from Mike's Video Game and Stuff podcast. It's been a long time since I did this. I apologize, but I had family and personal issues I had to take care of, and some of you probably know what I've been going through within the last month or so. So, yeah, what I want to do is go through my pickups on my games that I've picked up lately. And yeah, some of them I showed. I didn't show anything since, I don't know, January, probably. So I want to get to the stuff I haven't shown yet. If I did, I apologize if I'm showing it again. But I'm trying just to show the stuff that I haven't shown yet. A couple little notes and news I'd like to get through. I'm sure you all heard of the little, let's just get released through Wire magazine or Wire.com. They did a interview. Cerny did an interview from Sony did an interview with the press there, and he revealed little things that are going to be included with the PS5 coming out. We don't know when. I'm going to probably I won't hold my breath for this year. I'm not sure I'm going to hold it for next year. I'm going to say 2021 the PS5 comes out, because the PS4 is still going strong and people don't want to just jump from one system to the next system. I mean, there's plenty of stuff out there. I mean, the Switch has got rumors, and I'm pretty sure they're going to release something, a different Switch coming out, a redesigned version, whether it's a mini, a pro, or both. Yeah. But the PS5 is supposed to have included a 8K. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be native 4K for gaming. Maybe. If not, it's going to be a lot better than a 4K PS4 Pro that I'm on. It's also going to be ready for 8K. They want to be ready for 8K. So far, we are told it's just media that it's going to be 8K for. Also, the PS5 is going to have the hard drive removed and put in a SSD, solid state drive. But it's going to be built, according to what I read, it's going to be the SSD is going to be built onto the board of the system. So that's going to be something exciting, because according to Cerny, when you put the board on the hard drive or solid state drive onto the board, the loading times are supposed to be less than a second, which remains to be seen. You're going to have a lot quieter drive. You won't have all that racket, loud noise that sounds like a jet plane, like it does when I play games like Spider-Man and all that. You're going to have also included ray tracing. People wondering what that is. Ray tracing is supposed to make the lighting, the measurements of water, the lighting a lot better. So the reflection on the water, the lighting, the background lighting, and so forth, is going to be a lot better than what you got now. I'm not sure what the other stuff is, but those are a few items that were being talked about Let me see if I can get better lighting in here. I apologize for the lighting. It's just, let me get this fixed here. It did a little on the left, on the, well, you know, on my left. Anyway, yeah, so a lot of things are going to be up for potential with the PS5. One main thing, it's backward compatible with PS4 games. Now, a lot of people were wondering, does that mean it's open for PlayStation 3 and 2 games to be? Nobody said anything yet. The system is not being launched. I heard the dev kits are being released so the third-party companies can make their games or get a hold of it, futz around with it, so they know what they're getting into. So yeah. Other news in the gaming world. I didn't hear much of it. I got to read up on it, I'm sure. But there's been plenty of sites saying that Microsoft is going to release the next Xbox, and that's going to be the more powerful than the PS5 system again. Yeah, Xbox One was supposed to be powerful. Yes, it's the most powerful, but it's how people, like it or they don't, what system they want. I know people are going to say PC all the time. You build your own system, your own computer. You're going to have no loading times, no nothing, no problem. I mean, granted, yes, that's all nice and that, but some people don't have $2,000. I know people say, well, you can get one for $850. Okay. But some of these people are saying they won't pay more than $400 for a gaming console. We don't even know what the price of the PS5 is going to be. I got a feeling it's going to be at least $500 minimum. With everything that they're putting and packing in there, and there's more to be announced. Yeah. We'll see. And yes, it's supposed to be compatible with the VR headset, but I think they're going to be coming up with a newer one because there's a lot more you can do beyond what they have out there now, and I'm pretty sure they want to compete with the competition that's out there too with VR. You don't want to have something that ends up looking like Labo from Nintendo VR, because I had a friend that bought one online, and he said the Mario Odyssey and Zelda experience was a disaster. People complain they get motion sickness off the Zelda one. Yeah. See, that's because Nintendo don't understand and don't know the physics to VR. I mean, a lot of people are thinking it's going to be like those little cardboard box VR where you put the phone in and strap it on your face. Yeah, Nintendo didn't think about that, but let's just put the system right into the VR box, hold it to your face while you're trying to do all this. People are going to have sore arms and everything. No, that doesn't work very well. Me personally, because of my eye vision, I can't really see VR that well, no matter what. I mean, I could try, but eventually I get motion sickness or headaches and that from it. What else was there in the gaming news? Well, if you go out to Limited Run, and if anybody remember, you can go to Limited Run now and pre-order, I think, Jak 3, like Jak and Dexter, or whatever it was called. The Jak 3 game is going to be a physical copy, the remaster one. Also, Luminous remaster. I think it's the first Luminous remaster. I don't know, but that going to get a physical copy at limitedrungames.com. Go on there and check it out. They have like 3 different versions. It's out for the PS4 and the Switch. So if you have a Switch and you want to play Luminous, yeah. So, is there anything else? Not really. I think that's about all I got for news for the moment. I mean, if there's anybody that wants to ask anything or, have any more news that they want to announce, put it right there on the little chat box down there on my left, right, whatever, to your right. And we'll talk about it. Other things I want to discuss before I get onto this little pile. Probably won't be that long of a show, but yeah. Oh, what I've been playing lately. I've been playing some pinball games. Got back into the Pinball Arcade and the Stern Arcade pinball. I did try more of the FX3, whatever it is, pinball. I tried that. I like it for what it is, but some of the games are still, to my knowledge, just free floating all over the place. It doesn't really have the physics of pinballs and that. And I know Williams, Farsight lost the license to Williams, Ballet, and Gottlieb pinball tables. So whatever's out there, probably not, you won't be able to get nothing but the Stern tables, I think, now. It was a few months ago they lost the license, so if you got them, good. If you don't, oh well. But I know that I have been playing the Ghostbuster table. Been playing that. It's kind of it's addicting, but it's difficult. Then again, the table I played it, I'll talk about that in a second at MGC. That's another thing I want to talk about after I talk about what I've been playing. So yeah, Pinball Arcade I've been playing. I also been playing the Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright trilogy. I just started with that. That game goes back to the Game Boy Advance in Japan, and it was brought into the West regions right here in the States, and that we got our first taste of Phoenix Wright on the Nintendo DS. And I remember playing it on the DS when I had that. Ooh, that was so long ago. What was it, 7, 8 years ago? Something like that. Yeah, long time ago. I played that series. I know the game is on the iPhone, probably on Android. So if you can get it there, go ahead and get it. And hold on a second, I'll be right back. I got something I want to check. Okay, I'm back. All right, other things I will say is that the Phoenix Wright game is a good game. If you like, it's just like click and decide what you're going to do, because you're starting out as a young attorney and you're going to be playing the role of Phoenix Wright, and his sidekicks, Mai, will be with them. And it keeps getting better and better. each case is different. You're going to be starting out one case. I'll just say the first case it's about you're protecting his friend Larry Bolts or Boots or Bolts. I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. Butz. So you're going to. I'm not going to tell you what the story is, but it's a digital game only on the PSN store for like $30. I know that might seem expensive, but you know, if you're into the Phoenix Wright games or the Ace Attorney games, yeah, there was a game. I'm not sure what it was called, The Great Attorney, that was never brought back here because of some issues with the culture and all that, and it was never left Japan. I wish it did. That would have been a great game because I do love the series. The only other series I wish they bring, but because you got to use a touch screen, I wish they, somehow do it. But I have seen it on the iPhone. I'm not sure if it's on Android. It's Professor Layton. They do have the first Professor Layton Curious Village on the iPhone. You can try that out, or I think it's like $10 or something. That might be worth picking up if you're into that type of games. I will say I played it and I liked it. Other games I've been playing, I've been trying to get back into Ys 8, so hopefully I can get back into that and finish that up. I think I'm halfway through. Okay. All right, Donald Trump. I got walls all around me. See? Walls behind me. Ha ha. But anyway, yeah. So, MGC, aka Midwest Gaming Classic, took place a couple weeks ago in the Wisconsin Center, downtown Milwaukee. I don't know how to say it because I don't want to, get some people upset at my opinion. But this is the second year it was there. Last year, in my opinion, was better. Now, last year we had a snowstorm on a Sunday. This year, on a Sunday, you got it, we had another snowstorm. So it's like 2 years in a row on a Sunday we had snow during MGC. How ironic is that? Well, anyway, MGC was good. I'm not saying it was bad. I picked up some stuff, which I should bring up something. Where did I put it? Almost forgot something. I'll show that in a second. But yeah, I picked up a couple games and something else I picked up, which was different. But I can bring it around to other festivals and that these people are at. So anyway, yeah, it was good. I played some pinball games. I got to play the Willy Wonka table. But to be honest with you, the scoring in that was kind of, to me, not the greatest. I mean, it's like going backwards to the 40s or 50s pinball table where you score 100 points here and there. I mean, yeah, it's okay, but, it's hard to explain how it was. The new Black Knight pinball table. I forgot what the subtitle is, but it's Black Knight something. That's a really good table, and that's by Stern. So hopefully it'll be on the PSN store. Hopefully they start releasing more of these tables that they make. I would like to see the Batman table on the PSN store and other tables. I got to play again the Alice Cooper table. I think that was by Jersey Jack company. There's like 2 or 3 companies that made pinball. Uh, Maybe 4. I think there was Spooky something pinball. There's like probably 4 companies that or groups that had their tables out. Some people I think just brought their tables in because they weren't working all week, and I was there both days, and the same some of the tables did not work all week, and it was just there to look at. It was like probably so they could get in free. But yeah, me and my friends, we were competing against each other. Yeah, I'd say about 90% of the time I got my butt whooped, if not more. So we played the Munster table. They had a colored version and a black and white. I like the black and white version better. That was a really good table. Uh, there was a Beatles table, a couple other tables. They had a bunch of retro games in that you could play. They also, a good buddy of mine, Trickman Terry, from who used, well, he owns his own Pixel Arcade down in Illinois. It's not as big as, I think it's probably close in the same area of Galloping Ghost, but it's not as big as Galloping Ghost. I've been to Galloping Ghost, and I know they expanded big time. So, anyway, he was there helping setting up these little kiosks or something. It looked like kiosks of every system. They had a Sega Master one, a Neo Geo, TurboGrafx, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and so on. And each one would display either the games of its time, the top games, the systems, the iterations of the systems underneath the screen. It would be like a little glass cabinet. It was so awesome. And then on top it would have like a game playing, and you have like the arcade sticks and everything, so you could play the game. So, or games, whichever they had it. They might have had it set up with multiple games. So that was another good thing. The vendor hall. Yeah, I'm going to say it this way. Sometimes I think the vendors that come there jack the prices up more than eBay and that. I was lucky to get what I got for $10 cheaper at the end of, what was it, Sunday I think I bought the games. So, yeah. And I got a magazine, I'm not sure where I put it, retro magazine. I thought Billy Mitchell would be there again this year like he was last year with Walter Day from Twin Galaxy Arcade. But no, they didn't make it this year. They had the $1 Million Man. I forgot his actual name now. Ted DiBiase or whatever his name is, from WWF at the time. Now it's WWE. They had him. They had some actors that were either did the voices or were in the movies of the Mortal Kombat movies and so on. They had the guy that did the voice for NBA Jam. He was there. One of the artists for Darkwing Duck, I believe, was there. I'm going to get his name, Brian Colin, or the guy that did the was part of the crew that did Rampage series, and Arch, I think Art, something else. I don't know. You have to look it up. It's the same people from last year somewhat. They had a lot of people, but they were out in the hallway this year. There weren't no, they weren't in a room or something. It's kind of weird. It's just like some of the rooms, they didn't have enough rooms. Like they did last year. They had more like halls and rooms open up. It just seems like it was smaller to me. That's just my opinion. Probably because they had some bridal expo going on both days. So that didn't help. And the weather didn't help for people to come. Like I said, last year we had a snowstorm on Sunday during MGC. And this year the same thing. Snow. Not fun to drive in. But yeah. And tomorrow, what do we got? A snowstorm coming here. Yeah. Isn't spring supposed to be? Yeah. I think so. Easter, it was 70 degrees. Or 75, something like that. And Monday, the same thing. And then here we are on Saturday coming up, and we got a snowstorm coming. Ha! I tell you. Well, they said, like, around where I am, probably about 6 inches at most. But if you go past Madison, because I live in the in the Waukesha area of Wisconsin now. If you go west by Madison, there some places near Madison, they're predicting close to a foot of wet snow. They can have it. Drag that crap over. I'll take rain if it's going to be anything. But that's okay. And then a day or two after that, it'll be all melted. It'll be in the 50s again. 40s, 50s, whatever. So anyway, let's get on. That's my talk about MGC. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it next year because they got a I work at the Riverside Theater, and if I'm still working there, hopefully I will. But if I am, there's a big show going on there. I don't want to miss it. Anything with Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, I'd like to be there. They're doing the end of May, the very end of May, they're doing the Empire Strikes Back, where they do a concert in a movie. They do the music of the movie while the movie's playing. I want to see it. So the only time I can go is on that Sunday afternoon. It's 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's right after Labor Day. Memorial Day, Jesus Christ. I'm rushing the year by. They got so many shows coming up. And then next year they do Return of the Jedi. I want to see that. They have a Frank Sinatra thing coming up. I want to see that too. I know. A lot of people say, why would you like Frank Sinatra? Well, let's see. First of all, I'm going on 50. Almost. Yes, I'm almost 50 years old, even though I don't look it. But yeah. But that's that. We're going to get into this pile right now of what I got lately. I want to start up with January because I know I missed it. I pre-ordered this game. I have yet played it or opened it. I haven't even beat the second one yet. And that would be this. I can't even show it. I had to come up close. I'm sorry. Well, maybe if I did on an angle where the sunlight's showing. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I can see it better. That would be Kingdom Hearts 3. Sorry about the lighting again. But that's the way it is. Yeah, it's no different than the lighting in where I was last time either. What I'm going to try to do is get like a better camera or something hooked up to my laptop over there. and then I'm gonna get like a mic and then do some videos on that. So I think this is just a day one. I got this day one. I didn't pay much for it, probably $15 because I had credit. A lot of people are like, oh, how'd you get credit? Best Buy. I'm still on the club until September. After that, that's that. Oh yeah. Then they got things in here in the back. The Kingdom Hearts Union X. I tried that on the iPhone. I wasn't really big on that. Protection, registration, and of course the game. Nothing much. I know a lot of people are saying Kingdom Hearts 3 is a so-so game. I'll decide when I play it. And then of course when I pre-ordered, I got a mystery character, like a keychain. So I guess I'll finally open it. It's a one-figure keychain. Key ring. So let's see who I got. I can't remember the guy's name. I'm not great. The guy with the red head from, what was that group, 13? Or whatever. So, yeah. He's in practically all of them. So I have him. I'm not going to drag that in my pocket. That's too big. Maybe they tell you what it is. No, they don't. So you get him, you got Goofy, Mickey, Sora, Donald, and so on. I don't remember names very well on this. Okay, the next thing I would like to show is I have the Ys games. And one of the games I could not find is Ys 4. I had it. I can't find it. I probably lost it. So I picked this up for like $15 online. It's in mint condition. And that was a PC Engine version of Dawn of Ys. I won't lie. There's a full English version out there, ROM, of the game. Somebody did the voices and somebody else did the translation of the game. The rest of it, dialogue and all that. It's really good. I would just say try it if you can find it. It took me a while. Then, of course, you get the instructions and everything. You got the manual. See, in Japan, their manuals were in color. If you can understand that, it comes with that. I got the spine, as they call it. That went with it. Super CD 2, ROM 2. So I got that. And a bunch of other things that came with it, which I'll get to in a second. One of those little mailing things. I tell you, this game is in great shape. For what I paid, I thought it would be like a little bit scratch. Probably the maker of the game probably something you could buy. Hudson Soft by Bose. Yeah. Bose made speakers for Hudson stuff and that. I have to look that up online. Little speakers for your TV and that. I almost grabbed something at the MGC. Somebody had a what was it? Cook Monster? Welcome. I think, is it, I'm not sure how to pronounce the last one. I'll just say Cook, if I'm saying it right. Welcome to the show. At MGC there was a turbo, a PC Engine duel, and it was recapped, so the resistors and everything were redone and everything, so they didn't burn out, and the system would last longer. And I know there's ways you can go about either sending it in online and to have somebody put like an HDMI or composite hook up to it, so you can hook it up to your TV like this one I'm on. So yeah, and I know you won't be able to see it. Well, maybe you can. There's no scratches on here. And then here's the where it says ease 4, dawn at ease. I did say welcome to the show. Who? I can't pronounce your name or your ID. I don't want to, mash it up. I just don't want to do that and then have somebody get upset. So, again, this is the game. Oh, don't time me out. And this is the back of this disc. Oh, I got to get up. I know this is painful, but just so you see a better in the game. And this was the thing about, if you know about the PC Engine duel or the Turbo duel, there was the PC Engine duel basically has so many different versions of it. Because Japan, they like to make different iterations of the systems and everything. There was a Dual R, and then there was a Dual RX, I believe. There was just so many versions. I can't tell you what the difference was. Probably the loading time and everything, mostly. But, yeah, the systems. Now, the PC Engine one that I saw dual, it was region free total, because they had those credit card type games, and then they had the CD games. The card games were only, when the systems came out, the US one only played the US games, but it would play Japanese CD games, and it could play that. That was region free. Same thing with Japan. CDs were region free. The card would only play the Japanese games. But somebody, I guess, hacked it up and made it totally region free, so you could play the Japanese card games and the American ones on the same unit. So that was that. Now at MGC, before I get to the game, I have to show that there's something called Wild Bill's Old Fashioned Soda. They had like different types of root beer. They had like a sour root beer, which became my favorite. Now, if I told you that I paid $18 for this, you're probably, what the hell? Well, it was $18 for the mug. And the thing about it is that you got unlimited soda while you were there. And if you came back to any other event, you pay $5 and you get unlimited soda as long as you have the mug. But I think they give you a little band or something to put on for that, so you can just show them that, and then you get in and you get the soda. So I got that. Let me put this over here. Now, the other games I got, I picked these up for $35 for both. One, I never played the first one, so I don't know. I never played it all the way through, that is. It's the Valkyrie Profile 2. Silmeria, or whatever, for the PS2. Yeah, it's got the sticky stuff on it still. I gotta get that off. But I picked that up. And yes, it's The instruction manual is in mint shape, and so is the disc. So I picked that up. I don't think the disc has any scratches on. Let me check. I could be wrong. Been a long day. Yeah, very minor. Just one or two little scratches, but nothing that affect the gameplay. The other one, I'm a fan of the series. I don't own the first one, of course, because it was Japanese only on the Famicom or the Super Famicom, and I don't. Well, I did play them actually on the PSP, the first and second one, but I don't have them. I wish I kept them. And that was the Star Ocean series. So I gotta get the sticky stuff off of this too. Probably came from Best Buy or something. No, it came from somebody. One of those pre-owned things. I'll get it off. It's Star Ocean till the end of time. Now I have the other ones on PS3 and PS4. So I have those. So there should think was 5 games, 7 if you want to count the PSP. I don't know if there was any other ones besides it, but I picked this up. And yes, in mint shape again, the manual and the game. And there was 2 discs to the game, so I got both. Just make sure. Yeah, there's some minor scuffing on here, but nothing that's going to destroy the game. Yeah, it's probably just dirt that I can wipe off. But as you can see, the manual is in mint shape. So nobody probably even reads the manual, but that's that. Now, Monday, I looked online. It's usually 150 bucks, but I picked up this little guy. The lighting is bad. Oh, there's something in there that keeps going off. And that would be the Soul Calibur Collector Edition. I picked that up. It was $89.99. It's regularly $150. Best Buy had it on sale. I got a Talem collector figurine with it. I'll open it up in a second. So I used my Best Buy money. I had a gift card, $25 in money, gift card, and $25 or something like that in what do you call it? Other rewards money from Best Buy, and then I had, because I'm a membership, I got 20% off this, so it brought it down to 71 minus 50, $21 plus tax, give or take. So yeah, I picked that up. So I'm gonna open up the little freebie that came with it. I guess you have to tear it open. I'm gonna tear my earbuds off. So it came with a 3-inch figurine, I think, and you get the stand to go with it. That ain't bad. I wonder if there's any more of these characters you can get. I usually had some of these figures, but it's like a rubber type or vinyl. I'm supposed to put her on the stand here. Evidently it doesn't fit. Nope, it works. There. I'll do the close up. So this is Talum from. So that's the little free figure you get. And the stand. And her ass showing on there. Haha. So anyway, I want to open this up. But I know it's going to say something as I pull the dang thing open. Guess not. So, first off, comes, I pulled out, what did I pull? The art of, oh, this is 116. I don't know why every site's saying 120. It's 116 page artwork, hardcover, which I like. So, let's show a couple of these pages. Oh, everyone's favorite, Ivy. What else? Maxie. One of my favorite characters. Mitsuragi. Nightmare. I sometimes use him. Who was the other? Ask something. So you got all these characters. Oh, then Talum, which you just saw. I like the outside of it because you got that nice little writing on there. But you can't see it. You can see how they made it. So that's pretty neat. What else is there? The game. Now, I have to get the, when I get enough money, I'll get the season pass because that's where you get the rest of the characters in that. I know one is from that game Nier, the new Nier game or whatever was released last year. There's a character from there I want to play. Now, according to this goes back to the, how do I say, the original style of Soul Calibur, so it plays more like the first two of them. I've been playing Soul Calibur since Soul Edge, Soul Blade, whatever. And then this is supposed to be the box it comes with. There's a soundtrack in the box, but if you heard it earlier, there's a little sound box here. And you can put the game in here, and you get the soundtrack there. But there's a button on here. So if you push the button, I don't know if you can hear it. We'll leave it open.
Welcome to the stage of history retold. Soul Calibur 6. Transcending history and the world. A tale of souls and swords, eternally retold. A legend will never die. Welcome to the stage of history.
You got like 4 little clips in there. But would have been nice if they had little sound clips of the music in there too. Yeah, you can have everything. So that's that. Now the big thing. There's a big 12-inch character of, I can't remember her name again. Well, there goes that. I'll figure it out. Oh, Sophia. Oh, Sophia. I can't pronounce names today for shit. So, here we go. Alright, this is a nice and tight and in the box. Tell you this is I'm gonna have fun putting it back in there. So how do you open the dang thing? Oh, it's a stand-up one. So a 12-inch character. Whoa. Reminds me of that Batman character I got from the Batman game on PS4. When that came out, the one with the Gotham, where he's standing above Gotham City in that, and it lit up. Okay, how do you open this damn thing? Okay, is there tape? Boy, they really, ooh, nice. If I can open it. Oh, you gotta pop this thing open. Oh, there's tape. Who would have thought they used tape? Okay. So, here's the... Wow. Not bad. Oh, there it is. I was wondering... I'm not going to say what I think of the sword, but... How the hell do you get this in? No, I don't want to break the damn thing. Well, that ain't going the right way. Now I just lost this sword. So she'd be a useless character without a weapon. Why ain't there a little sound chip from her and a character? Okay, I guess just hold it this way. So, I'll do a close up from this. I think it's done nicely. You got the sword, the shield. Yeah. So there. So that's it. Well, whoever gave me a star, thank you. I can't pronounce your name. I don't want to. I don't want to say, but thank you. I'll just say 09. But thank you very much. But yeah, it's so you got the little character that came free, and you get the big giant one, which will probably step on her. But yeah, that's everything I got so far. I haven't been buying much of games lately. I'm kind of on a budget now. Especially what happened the other day where I blew my tire out. I had to get a new set of tires. They weren't going to last long anyway, but still. I ended up paying a chunk of money for tires on my car. So, yeah, there you have it. Everything I got so far. Went over the news, what I've been playing. I like to try to keep it up on that on the weekends, but I got people that don't, show up on my shows and that anymore. So I'm going to try to see if I can get somebody else on my show. Maybe have someone different. I might have to use Skype for somebody. Well, I can't because somebody else don't have internet. So one of my hosts, Tim, won't be around for a while until he gets his internet back up, which may be a long time. But, he was always around on the show, Skippy, but he's at work because I'm doing this a little bit different. But I like to get back on Saturday nights and that where my buddy Skippy can chime in and Beat and Brian and whoever else. My friend Brian from I think New York. Yep, him, Beat, Amy, his wife Amy, and Skippy. Hopefully, can get them all back on the show. But yeah, I just try to keep this to be as short as I can, but it didn't work out that way. But until next time, I will be doing game streaming as much as I can. So I'll be streaming games and that when I can on my YouTube channel. So look for that. I'll post it. It'll be a YouTube, or if you can look up Mike's Video Game and Stuff podcast on Facebook. It should be posted there too when I can. Or I'll have somebody post it for me. So yeah. Until next time, just take care of yourselves and keep on gaming.